Well, this is pretty dumb. And in case you think that's the wind blowing outside, no, that's Dad and I and our cumulatively sighing every time we realize what we just did. Howdy y'all, so we're back from the show. Got everything unloaded yesterday. We're gonna wash up the tractors, put them away, do a few little maintenance things. Whenever we started the pony motor here on Whiskers, the RD4, one of those petcocks, the valves would just open itself up. It was real loose, not holding compression. So fortunately I have two left from the new old stock ones that Squatch sent me. Thank you again, Squatch. So Dad's out here replacing them, and he's got them pulled off. But we have a bit of a problem here. So this is the original box that those all came in, the 3B9068. And we have right here, yeah, the threads snapped off, so there's some threads left in there. I'm gonna see if I can get them out. This looks like a job for something in the super angry drawer. Got some of these square screw extractors. I'm going to give those a try, and then if that doesn't work, I've got the twist style ones. Worst case scenario, we got to pull that little head off of that pony motor. It's not the end of the world, not the hardest thing to get to, but also something we don't want to do. Not a lot of room to work here in between that fender either. Let's see if I can feel it. Yeah, unfortunately. You sure something's broke off in there?
Yeah.
I don't even feel it, Dad.
Well, it's back in there a little ways.
Got my Craftsman screw extractor. Now we can break this off in there and the...
And then we'll have to pull the head. No.
Dad did replace the line going from the oil manifold up to the head here. Okay, back to the super angry drawer. I got these are Grip, Grand Rapids Industrial Products. But I think one of these might work a little better. Let's start small. That might be a little too small. I think it is. Let me get a bigger one. I'll be honest, folks, I've never had much good luck with this kind of stuff. I don't think today is much different.
It was at this moment that he knew.
I almost said something there I'd have to bleep out. Well, looks like we're down to draining the antifreeze because water does run through the head on the pony motor and pulling the head off. So I got the easy out broke off in there, and it turns out there might not even have been any pieces stuck in there, but now we got to take the head off. We went to hitch up with the skid steer and pull it into the shop, but unfortunately the battery in the skid steer is dead, so I'll have to pick one of those up tomorrow. Dad's super duper happy, and he's going out to drain the water.
I just had all the bubbles worked out. It was perfect.
I know, it wasn't spitting any out. Everything was nice and level. But we're going to fix something that didn't need fixing before, because that's what we do here at LAOL. But Dad came out here and, yeah, this new one screwed right in there just fine, so we might not even have had to mess with it. There might not be anything broke out in there. There might have been a machine stop in the back there that the valve was up against.
I wonder how much I need to go.
Well, let's see. Got to get below the head and below the bottom of the pony motor. So about halfway down the radiator, probably. Oh, that's just beautifully clean.
It is. Very clean.
So we're outdoor service mechanics today.
5 gallons almost.
That should be enough. I'm going to start in the top right corner, and I'll pull these out clockwise. While we're in here doing this, we got to move that line going up to the gauge. That one stud in the top.
Oh, it come off easy.
Yeah. What do we got? What do we got?
No water.
No water in there. Very little. There's some.
Oh yeah, you plugged her up good.
Yeah, I did.
And you know what? There was nothing in there.
I don't know. Go flip it over.
Well, it's in that hole
I
there.
wonder if we can stick a nail or something in there and pound it out. We'll clean this up.
Let me go clean this up. And
I don't think we're going to pull that gasket off, but maybe we'll...
let's leave that gasket alone. What's that cylinder bore look like in there? It looks pretty good. That piston's 20 over.
They probably redid it when they redid the McCoy overhaul.
Doesn't it say 20?
Yep, 20 over. It's not really stained. The valves, they're dirty, but nothing terrible. These ports are open for the water. I think we'll be okay once we get this cleaned up. What's the matter, Aaron? Did you fix something on the RD4 that didn't need to be fixed? I am pretty sure your local cat dealer would just laugh at you if you called them. I'm gonna give you the only advice you need. Quit messing around, get in there and fix it. How bad is it?
Bad. And I don't think we can drill it. You know how hard those are.
Yes, I do. And the package had a fist on it, so I know that it's tough. Well, this is pretty dumb.
This head's pretty clean. There's
Yeah,
not
it
a lot
is.
of stuff in it.
You know, if somebody hadn't plugged it up, you know, it would run with that stuck in there just fine.
Yeah, it'll run, but
Maybe it'll push it out.
yeah, I don't think so.
So we have these ones that I got from a friend of mine in Minnesota, Andy. They're pretty rusty on the bottom. They kind of need planed and cleaned up. They're the correct part number. I had them over in the can. The water ports and stuff are also plugged up. I have a set of high altitude ones that came from a Colorado tractor here. They're completely different part numbers. So I don't really want to mismatch heads on each side of a pony motor. And I didn't bother recording it, but we have spent quite a bit of time trying to punch that easy out from the other side of the head. Come to find out, it was just a broken petcock that was screwed in there. That's why it was leaking in the first place. It wasn't because it broke off in there. So I was trying to easy out nothing. I was easy outing cast iron part of the head. I am heading up to the LAOL studio, which is soon to move into the house. And because it's just too dusty up here for a recording studio. And our little antique area. And up here I have a couple of parts and some new old stock heads that Squatch sent us that are still in the Cosmoline. Now, I've been not wanting to open these and use these, but we are in a position that might be a good option or a good time to use it. Now we got the RD4 took apart, and it looks like it's probably going to rain this afternoon. There's no actual part number on it. So I don't know that it's a 2A3929. And there's only one way to find out. I've been reluctant to open these because they're just way too cool. And I still have one up there that's wrapped up that's actually in a little better shape.
They don't have a number on it?
No, it's England. So these are wartime stock probably, or after the war.
Carefully open it. Sad thing is this was totally unnecessary. If I could have found one of these quick and pulled this, I could have looked in there and then I'd have known.
It's like unwrapping a mummy. I really don't want to do it, but...
Well, you've got that one up there.
Yeah. Ooh. Wow, this is cool. Oh, it's even yellow already. Oh, this thing is cool. Look. Oh, you know what? This thing, you know what? This happened because this head belongs on that RD4.
We hope.
Look at that, folks. That is so cool. Oh.
Take your time.
Oh, wow, 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 Squatch. This is really cool. I'm kind of glad I did this. 2A3929, that's exactly what we need.
I can tell you something else. The threads on this are pretty wobbled out.
Well, I
from
think that
this.
valve's been loose for so long. It's been wobbling in there. It wasn't tight.
Yeah.
We don't even need to paint this thing. We could take some steel wool,
clean it up.
And just clean it up and run it. So I got Caterpillar goosebumps.
It's beautiful.
It is gorgeous, isn't it?
It really is.
And that's the right color and everything. Put it next to the other one.
It's the exact same part number. These are a little different. They got a little bit different casting on here.
Yeah, but this will look good. Oh, they're different. Look, I just noticed something.
What?
Look how this protrudes and this doesn't. I think it's beefed up. It's probably a newer to strengthen them. I don't think that'll hurt anything. Yeah, this is just like it. I think we clean that one up and put it on.
I agree. The threads are bad on that one.
Are they?
Yeah.
That's probably why the petcock was broke.
Yeah. If I remember, if you go over there and look at Lefty, it's got that newer style head with that bump out here.
Yeah, it does.
If I remember right.
That means that these are original probably to this tractor, which is upsetting that we are not using it.
Well,
I could rethread it if we could get that out.
I'd like to try it.
Let's try. Let's see if we can get it out. We'll use it. Otherwise, we'll put that new old stock one on. These are probably the original RD4 ones, which is kind of a shame not to use them. Yeah, they're identical on the back. Same holes.
Shape's the same. They just put this bump out here. You know what? I think
just to strengthen it, because that's pretty. If you look right here, that's pretty thin right here.
Yeah, you know what I think it's for?
What?
I think it's to protect your spark plug.
We're going to try and heat it up, try a left-handed drill bit, and see if we can get it softened up at least maybe to come out of there.
You cutting anything?
No.
No. I think we wrecked a head, what I think.
This is so incredibly stupid.
Yeah. All we had to do is find a head and take a peek first.
We did nothing. This reminds me of my TD6 all over again. We managed to get it out. I mean, with enough heat, anything will move, right? It fell on the floor somewhere. One of us is probably standing on it. The good news is it's out. The bad news is those threads are terrible. I think we're going to just go ahead and use that new head. This new one just has a little bit of that, like, shellac kind of stuff on here. I'll clean off with some brake cleaner, and I have no qualms about putting this head on that. Because this is a 1952 7U. I got so many I get them mixed up. They are a 2A 3929. So they're exactly the same head. It is a shame that that one is a little different. It would have been correct for an RD4, but it is what it is at this point. I do have a few more out there. I have another pony motor out there off of 6667 that we could use if we need to, or we get worried about it in the future being absolutely correct. But at this point, there's no reason not to go ahead and use this head. It's starting to get windy, Dad. Let's get out there and get this thing on.
Okay.
We're going to get dust in our pony motor.
Yeah, if we don't hurry up.
Can either get no rain or all the rain today.
See, there's a... Man, its cylinders in that look nice.
They do. They're clean.
And that valve looks good.
Do I pull the gasket off and copper coat both sides, or just stick it on there? I think we could just stick it on there.
That's what I'm thinking.
Leave it alone. Put the head on. If we have trouble, they're easy to pull off and fix. 2A3430 is the gasket part number. Everything on this place has a roll of paper towels in it.
That's good.
Yeah. How did that happen? I'll go get the torque wrench and set it up to 35. And I got my Caterpillar 9U 5020 torque wrench. This is a 3/8. For the money, this Caterpillar stuff's good stuff. It's made by Proto, I think, Stanley Tools. And it's about half the price of a Snap-on. And I think they still warranty it. I don't know. I haven't had any troubles with them.
All right, I guess, huh?
Do it to it. One stud stayed in up there.
Okay, give me your other one. You know what order they are.
All right.
That one went up here, right?
Top right. These electric wrenches are supposed to go to 33 foot-pounds, so that's going to be pretty close. Yeah, there. Here. Yeah, see, I was pretty close at 33 foot-pounds with that electric one right there. We have decided not to mess with this gauge today because we are running out of time. We want to get everything back inside in case it rains. Shouldn't be a difficult thing to do. And in fact, I might do that off camera one rainy day. I actually have a rebuild kit, so I might possibly even rebuild this one that we have here. These are really nice.
So right there, it's closed.
Yeah. They're kind of reverse from what you would think. Most valves, when they're in line, they're open. Well, this is 2 squatch parts that we've put on this RD4.
Because them threads were really bad.
It was an oversized valve. It wasn't the right valve,
No.
which is probably why it wouldn't hold compression. It kept opening up on us.
Easy does it. You're okay, go ahead. It's pretty clean all the way, you're good.
Got our antifreeze in there. It's working its way through the system. We kind of need to run it to get it to circulate and get the air out of it. And we're going to fire this thing up, and I'm going to retorque that head.
All right, everything in order over there?
Yep, you got your plug wire on, our oil's on. You got your new oil line on over here.
Yeah, hopefully it don't
And
bleed.
I checked the oil in this stuff yesterday. It looked really good.
Okay, fuel's on. Half throttle, full choke, mag on, main engine in start. Let's see if she'll start.
Gonna go run it around, try to get the thermostat to open, and we'll top it off with what's left of this water. It's only about a half gallon. And I should clarify, we don't put pure water in anything around here. Everything that coolant, it has antifreeze, at least a 50-50 mix, which is what we put in Lefty and Whiskers. Realistically, in a clean system, that's more than enough. It's not like we're in Greenland or Antarctica or something. We are gonna get other big D4 projects done in here. It's been a busy, crazy year. Taking 3 months to go to Greenland and work really took a lot of time out of the year. Of course, we've got to check the temperature with this infrared thermometer. This was actually my son's, because Whiskers doesn't have a temp gauge. They never did have a temp gauge to begin with, so it's bugged the heck out of Dad. I said, let's just take this with us where we go. 140. 115. About 115.
Yeah, so there should be about 30 degrees difference. So it opened up, and that's on the metal. The water inside's probably 30, 40 degrees hotter.
The head is 180.
Yeah.
So that is what the the thermostat would be.
Yeah, and the head's probably a couple hundred degrees, actually.
Yeah. Well, I'm curious what the exhaust manifold is. About 230.
Yeah, and when it's pulling, it probably gets up around 350.
Yeah. I'll go get Lefty. It didn't go down very much at all. It'll take what we got left. I can feel it getting cooler. That rain's gonna be here shortly. Yeah, I know it's wet stacking. We need to clean it up. We're just gonna get it inside away from this weather. Lefty had a lot of wet stacking, and it really wasn't bad until I took it in the little parade, and you're kind of idling around in first gear. They don't want you to go fast. And then I came up to the stand where they talk about all the different tractors, and I kind of sat there, and I was the first one in line, and sat there and idled for about 10 minutes, and then it started wet stacking. So it tells me it needs to pull for sure. 10 hours. Still got the oil leak on Whiskers and the wet stacking on Lefty to iron out. Whew, gonna be here in a minute. Just in the nick of time. 7 U-tracks, 6 U-tracks. Ooh, that was a close lightning. Better close this door. I'll have to run to Caterpillar tomorrow and get a battery, and I ordered some belts, some D4 main belts. Hopefully they have them. I could sit out here and watch storms forever. I just kind of love it. I do want to thank you for watching, and we'll see you on the next one.
Here it is. Here it is.
Don't touch it.
It's cooled off. It's small. There it is. That gloves.
Yeah, but still.
Oh, dropped it again. It's under your toe.
I'm not picking it up.
It's not that hot.
I don't have any gloves on.
I got gloves. Look.
Yeah, that's the front of my Easy Up. Should I go glue it back on?
Yeah.
Well, this has been a fiasco and a wasted day.
And a wrecked head, really.
Yeah.